Full-size luxury sedans are essentially rolling showcases for a brand's foremost innovations in technology, refinement, safety, design, and of course comfort. But what if you want all that flagship goodness in a smaller, more mid-size package? There's the 10th generation E-Class. For the E-Class to be regarded as a downsized flagship, it must exude a distinct air of sophistication and prestige, thus its strong resemblance to the vaunted S-Class. The same goes for the interior, which in some cases actually tops others from the class above. Fit and finish is utterly flawless, and the materials would not be out of place in a car costing well over six figures. The centerpiece is undoubtedly this single-pane, dual-screen display. The instrument cluster offers three configurable design themes, and, like Audi's virtual cockpit, there's also an embedded navigation map. The infotainment center now provides split-screen functionality, along with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto integration, although the operation is a bit clunky, given that both interfaces are optimized for a touchscreen. And this is not a touchscreen, no matter how hard I press. And yes, if you embrace an analog lifestyle, it may take you a few weeks or more to master this version of Mercedes-Benz Command. But there are a few shortcuts to help streamline the process, like 3 home buttons, physical menu controls, and a small touchpad on the left side of the steering wheel that controls the instrument cluster, and one on the right that operates the main display. Pretty well thought out. On a more critical note, the front seats, while exceptionally comfortable and supportive, retain heat as if they're still in their plasma state. So if you live in a warmer climate, it would be wise to choose the ventilated seating option. And so long as we're nitpicking the interior, the moonroof shade annoyingly lets a fragmented patch of sunlight to hit your face like an intense scene from a classic noir film. There's not much to complain about out back, thanks to an abundance of legroom and headroom in the outboard positions, complemented by rear climate controls and optional power sunshades. Pulling the conveniently located seat releases transforms the E's comparatively roomy trunk into a nearly flat SUV-like load floor. Not surprisingly, the E-Class further cements its appeal on the road. When you're driving a business-class luxury sedan, there are often moments when the car reminds you, be it through ride compliance, road noise, or even seat comfort, that you're not on a flagship and you got what you paid for. Not so in the E-Class. Virtually everything about the driving experience screams a class above. That is, assuming you spring for a well-equipped model like our test unit here. Even if you choose to forego the optional multi-mode air suspension, ride quality is still spot on. Merc's annoying trend of canting the steering wheel slightly to the left in their modern models makes an unwelcome appearance in the E-Class, but the precision and proper weighting of the system will probably make you forget all about it. Unlike the Jag XF or even the 5 Series, the E-Class isn't exactly eager to be pitched aggressively into corners, though it is open to the idea and more or less willing. For something brimming with halo car qualities, you might think the base 4-cylinder engine is unfit for the job. But you're wrong. Don't you ever get tired of being wrong all the time? 241 horsepower and 273 pound-feet of torque delivers perfectly acceptable acceleration, along with about 24 mpg combined in real-world conditions, and best of all, this does not sound, idle, or feel like a 4-cylinder engine. Not good enough? You've got options. The first of which is the E400's twin-turbo V6, producing nearly 25% more power than the Turbo 4 and close to 400 horsepower in the uptuned E43 AMG variant. Standing atop the performance hierarchy is the Mercedes AMG E63, a roughly 600 horsepower super sedan designed to compete against the BMW M5, Lexus GSF, Audi RS7, and Ford Fusion Sport. I mean, maybe. Also joining the lineup shortly after launch is a plug-in hybrid model capable of traveling up to 20 miles on battery power alone. all conventionally powered engines, apart from the E63, route power to the rear or all four wheels through a buttery smooth 9-speed automatic transmission. Pricing for the E-Class begins right around $53,000 including destination fees, with coupes, cabriolets, and 7-passenger wagons commanding higher entry points. Although AMG models already include all-wheel drive as standard fare, adding it to your initialism-free E-Class will set you back an extra $2,500. The BMW 5 Series largely shares its pricing structure with the E, while the Audi A6 and Lexus GS undercut it by roughly $6,000. That price difference though is a bit deceiving, seeing as neither car can match the E-Class's standard equipment roster, dropping the actual price disparity to about $3,500. Speaking of which, base E300s come fitted with notable niceties like LED headlights, rain-sensing windshield wipers, navigation with a 12.3-inch display, driver's seat memory, 5 driving modes including an individual setting, automatic collision braking, and vehicle-to-X communication that can send and receive pertinent driving information from infrastructure as well as other connected cars. Recommendable add-ons consist of multi-contour front seats that feature a massage function and more adjustability than most people would know what to do with, beautifully arranged ambient interior lighting with 64 color selections, a 14-speaker Burmester sound system, a 360-degree HD camera system, hands-free trunk, speed sign scanning, active swerve control, and autonomous lane changing assist. In a class where there are no bad options, it takes special effort to stand out from the pack. But Mercedes-Benz put forth the effort and built a spectacular piece of machinery that's sure to put the rest of the segment on notice.